Welcome, Dr.
Awesome. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Guy. Appreciate y'all. Good morning.
Good morning.
How is everybody? Good, good. Let me pause my music here. All right. I was trying to serenade y'all as y'all came in. For those who don't know me, my name is Yashua Suarez. I'm a Chief Marketing Officer over at Edge Realty out of Cabot. And I'm also an associate instructor at Vivid Real Estate Learning Center. And my specialty, I came out from marketing. That was kind of my thing. I came in as a social media guy into the real estate game. And then also, as soon as AI kind of came out, it just started having those wheels turn, right? And I just started to kind of get the bug for it as soon as it came out. So this class is a little bit unorthodox for me because usually my classes are a little bit longer. So I had to make one especially just for you guys. So this one's special for y'all. But I like to have these be super interactive. So don't be afraid to raise your hand. Don't be afraid to share your ideas, your thoughts. This is going to be a group effort, and we're going to make this an awesome session. All right, so AI. What are your thoughts? Do you love it? Do you hate it? Are you frightened of it? Afraid of it. That's some more synopsis. There you go, war games. All right. So that's usually the synopsis. The synopsis is most people are either overwhelmed by it, and for good reason. I mean, there's so many tools out there right now. There's so many tools that are available to you that can do countless things. All right. But I'll say this. Think of this. You've already been using AI before all these, ChatGPT came out, before Claude came out, before any of these came out. You've already been using it, all right? Alexa, Netflix, those all have AI in it. Zillow, that has an AI in it, all right? So what type of tools are y'all using right now?
ChatGPT.
Okay, all right. Clear consensus, all right. So ChatGPT, that happens to be one of my favorites. That was the first one that I really kind of started to dive into deep. And it's come a long way from being just something that will be a writing assistant all the way down to now being something that you can create a whole business through. You can run an entire business through. There's people out there, there's teenagers out there that are making hundreds of thousands of dollars just off of ChatGPT because of the things that you can do with it. So this course, I kind of called it AI with Purpose for Real Estate Marketing. We're going to kind of stick to the marketing side of things because if I go into the general side of what AI can do, it's going to take me a couple weeks, all right? So we're going to stick with just the kind of the marketing side of things. And the reason why I called it AI with Purpose is because I always have a feeling, coming from the marketing side, right? I always want to tell a story. I always want to invoke some sort of emotion. I want to invoke some sort of thought, and I want to answer people's questions. So having that purpose behind the marketing, not just willy-nilly, I think what a lot of people struggle with when it comes to marketing is there's no structure, right? There's no plan behind it. It's just kind of what's the trend, what's going on right now. And that's totally fine to add those into your repertoire, but I really feel as though we need to have some sort of purpose when it comes to our marketing. Having that story, having our why, right? So that's kind of my background when it comes to marketing, and that's kind of how I feel about it. But all right, so the real estate industry is changing. Technology has always changed how we do business. AI has just amplified that by 10, all right? I just saw a statistic recently that said that we just surpassed the amount of AI information that's on the internet that has ever been done by humans. How long has the internet been around? 90s. Right? It's like 90s or early 90s, right? For the public, right? Early 90s is for the public. So we just surpassed having AI for maybe the past, I'll say 4 years. Because 22 was kind of when it really kind of went out to the public, right? So in 4 years, we surpassed what we've done in 30 years as human beings. And most information now that's on the internet is actually done by AI. So search engines, we had Google, we had Yahoo, remember Ask Jeeves? Remember Ask Jeeves, yeah? You like that? Yeah, remember that? Man, who used, what was it, before Google Maps? MapQuest, there you go, thank you. Thank you. Trying to drive and read your instructions at the same time, read directions. Remember those?
We have to download to our Garmin.
Yeah. So we had search engines, we had social media. Social media was another one that kind of blew up, right? Not only was it social networking, but now it's actually crossed over into interest networking, right? Do you know what I mean by that? So before it was a social thing, it was to connect with people, to kind of keep in contact with people. It started off, especially for Facebook, where it started off in colleges. It started off in colleges, and most of the colleges that were out there, the big universities, they would make you sign up for Facebook as soon as you applied for those schools. Now it's become more of an interest base. So it's more of what you're interested in is what you're going to find in your feed. Have you found that whenever you're on social media? What have you been seeing whenever you're on social media? Like if once you open your feed, like give me an example.
Whatever you just shop for on Amazon.
Okay, there you go. Yeah, whatever you shop for.
Whatever I just told my husband we
They're listening. They're listening. I bet you're going to have a whole bunch of AI tools jump up on your feed as soon as you leave here today. All right, so so social media was a whole nother project that kind of came up. And we have smartphones, right? So I think smartphones and social media were kind of around the same time because the iPhone came out in 2007, 2008. So when smartphones came around, obviously we had the BlackBerry before that. Did anybody have any BlackBerries? Did you have BlackBerries back in the day? Man, those.
the Palm Pilot.
No, the Palm Pilot. There you go. let me check my Palm Pilot. But yeah, the BlackBerry was probably one of those ones that were revolutionary as well, right? And then came the iPhone. And then from there, smartphones just developed to what we have today, which basically we live pretty much our entire lives. I can't imagine leaving this behind anywhere. So, I was with somebody just the other day. I can't remember who it was, and it was they had left their phone behind. We were at an event. They left their phone on the table and they walked away. And I was like, "Oh my God, whose phone is this? Who's like?" I'm like guarding it. Like somebody's life is right here and they have no idea. So like I can only imagine just leaving my phone. As soon as I reach my pockets and it's not there, my heart drops. All right.
You watch.
Yeah, exactly. All right, and now we have artificial intelligence, and artificial intelligence has 10x everything that we've done. I wouldn't even say 10x, I'd probably say 100x what we've been doing. All right, so the big question. What's the biggest question that we've been getting in this AI revolution? How to use it? What was it?
Is it going to replace the job?
Is it going to replace us? Is it going to replace us? Will AI replace realtors? What do you guys think? No?
Maybe functionality. But
Okay.
Not our humanistic.
Okay.
Not the interaction.
It can. I mean, there's people doing CMAs with it right now. They're selling their own houses right now. You know, it can.
Okay.
It can infiltrate our system, but it won't replace it. That's what I mean to say.
Okay. Why?
It can't tell you if your house stinks.
That was easy.
That was a good one. No, that wasn't the initial thought that I would have had, but yes, absolutely right. What else? Why else won't it replace us?
Well, because the emotional part. Humans have an emotional side that they need, tended to. And some of them don't realize that, but we tend to that side often.
And other humans will not trust the machine first.
There you go.
The humanality is still there, right? The humanality is still a need, it's still a want, it's still a desire to have when it comes to dealing with any type of transaction, any type of deals. So that's the big thing why I asked this is because a lot of people are afraid. I was a little concerned for a while whenever we started, until I started kind of delving a little deeper. Then you start hearing the executives are like the people up, the higher ups in like NAR, the government, they start kind of answering kind of certain questions or giving their thoughts on questions, because they probably can't even give you an exact reason as to why to worry or not to worry, right? Because we don't know what the future may hold. So my answer is obviously, yeah, AI. So this will not happen. AI will replace realtors. It's not going to happen. Can it do a job that realtors can do? Yes, but there still has to be a human behind it. AI cannot be a realtor.
Yeah.
AI is not the deemed professional. They're not licensed. There's a human behind that. There's already people using AI to do transactions, yes, but they're still responsible for what the AI does, right? In that case, they would basically be almost like a broker, like an executive broker or principal broker. They're still responsible for that agent, but it's still not licensed. It's still a representation of them. So but what will replace realtors?
Other realtors that use AI.
I know I kind of gave you the answer. I clicked it a little too fast.
AI will win.
Yeah. So realtors using AI will win. That's exactly it. Those are the ones that are going to replace the ones that are not. If you're afraid of getting on, if you're afraid of getting on the bandwagon, or if you're afraid of getting left behind, right? If you're afraid of getting on the bandwagon, get on the bandwagon. And there's plenty of space, all right? Everybody can get on. If you're afraid of being left behind, you're not too late. I know we've been saying this, but it's still so early in the game when it comes to AI. We're still so fresh, even though it's so vast and it's huge and it's taken over everything we're doing, but it's still early in the game, all right? Think of Google. Google came around, I believe it was 93, 94 when Google first came around. Shortly after the internet kind of went public and it was given more access to homes. Google didn't really get huge. It was still a low player in the game for a good 10 years before it kind of came the #1 search engine out there. So the same thing with Amazon. Amazon's another good example, all right? What's the owner of Amazon, or I guess previous owner? Bezos, right? Bezos, where did he start?
It was a bookstore.
In a bookstore, where?
Seattle.
In his garage in Seattle. Yeah, in Seattle, yes, you're right, but in his garage, right? And it took him time to kind of get to that point. So, and I say that because we're still only 4 years within the AI game where it's been so out to the public, where it's popular to know, right? And the possibilities are still endless. So don't fret that. So I had a couple of realizations when I first started getting into AI, and I got into AI back in 22. And I want to make this quick because I know we only got 45 minutes left, so I apologize. But I promise this will all get to a point. So my realizations, a couple of realizations I kind of came to when I first started AI in my marketing is that what used to take hours started to take minutes. What used to take days used to take hours. What used to take weeks, maybe a day, right? But not only that, what I also realized was that the possibilities are endless now. The possibilities of what you can do and where you can take your business, the way you want to do it, right? The way that can be done to where maybe it can take over the minute things that you really just don't like to do. I'll be honest with you, I don't like making phone calls. I'll be honest with you, I don't like doing cold calls, and it's a horrible thing to say as an instructor and as a broker. I apologize, but I hate making phone calls. Do I do them? Yeah. I'm not great at them, but when it comes to prospecting, AI can be one of those tools that you can use to not only prospect for you, but also evaluate those prospects to give you higher level prospects to kind of go through what it is that you have. So if you have 1,000 people in your CRM, and that CRM gives you an AI automation, so where it'll prospect for you, it will go through those and it can give you the top 50 of the most possible candidates that will either buy or sell from you today or within the next 6 months. Okay? Now, are there tools out there for that? Absolutely there are. There's a bunch of them. You can create one yourself even, but most CRMs nowadays, they're actually implementing this into their systems. What CRMs are you guys using? Y'all using CRMs, right? Okay. I got a lot of, please tell me y'all are using CRMs. So Bold Trail, all right, I'm using that one as well. Any other ones?
Referral maker.
What is it?
Referral maker.
Referral Magger, okay.
Buffini.
Buffini, there you go. Okay, that's what it is, all right. All right, so yeah, most of these are all gonna be implementing AI. If they haven't already, they will be doing it very soon because by the end of the year, it's gonna almost be necessary, right? It's gonna be expected. All right. Now, I won't get too much into this, the fear around AI. Obviously, we've already kind of talked about it. It's complicated for some people. It's overwhelming, and it's too technical. The great thing is that AI is so user-friendly now. We got people that have no technology experience creating apps now. Where a couple years ago, I was researching a way to make an app, and it costs thousands of dollars to research, or thousands of dollars to develop, and then thousands of dollars to host, right? Because we had to have all three just to be able to have some sort of app for your company. Now you can create an app literally from your computer and have it running the next day. All right? All right. So again, you don't need to have 50 tools. I'm going to tell you a few tools that I use when it comes to my marketing. You don't have to have all of them. You just need to have one or two that you know very well, right? Kind of how I used to say when it comes to social media. You don't have to be on every platform, even though I kind of changed that now and I think differently. But when it comes to AI, you don't have to have every tool. Start off with one. Play around with it, get well with it, get really good with it, and then maybe you can add a second one. And you'll start noticing that you can actually start stacking these AIs together to be one whole team for you. Do you know what I mean by that? Right? So I can use ChatGPT to write something for me. I can go to another video generating AI to create a video for me with an avatar. Then I can have a whole nother AI that will post it out and schedule out for me whenever I want onto different platforms. So stacking these tools to be able to have some sort of team, right? You'll have a whole marketing team for you that can set up your whole campaigns for you. Big thing, and I know, Jennifer, you brought this up just a second ago, is, again, AI is just a tool, right? It's a representation of you. So we always have to make sure that, and I got to put my instructor hat on for this, because we have to make sure that we review, verify, and revise everything, all right? Everything. We have to make sure that we are being complicit to not only the regulations and laws, but also to make sure that we're being ethical when it comes to everything we do. So if you miss something, or if one of your agents miss something, for those of you that are brokers, if your agents miss something, it's still a representation of them, it's a representation of you, and it's a representation of your brokerage. So we have to be very wary about that. And that's kind of where I honestly just started this, and I think everybody should be doing this, is implementing some sort of AI policy. AI policy should be a must, because it's so vastly used, but it's also so vastly underregulated. Not saying we should regulate it. That's not what I'm saying, because I like the fact that it has freedom to it. It's amazing. But there should be some sort of regulations when it comes to in-house, right? As far as making sure that everybody understands that they need to be rechecking everything. They need to be reviewing, verifying, and revising everything. So AI is powerful, but you are still responsible for the final product. Always review, always verify, and always stay compliant with real estate law and regulations. All right? Have y'all seen anything out there that could possibly be misconstrued when it comes to either an AI image, an AI post? We're specifically talking about marketing. Have you guys ran into anything like that?
Yeah. There's an article on Business Insider, I think yesterday, about house fishing.
Okay.
Where they walk into a showing and it's a dog, but online it's been all AI, picture perfect and looks great, and like catfishing with a house, I guess.
Yeah. So there was one real similar to that, right? That I've seen that just came out recently, and it's actually in the process of the courtrooms right now. Is there was a buyer that came in? They were coming from out of state. They saw this house online. They saw the pictures. They thought it was great. It was fabulous. They wanted to go ahead and buy it because of what they saw in the pictures. They came to the house, moved in, and then they realized that the sun didn't set the same way that the pictures were demonstrating it. Now, think about it. To most people, you're like, that's dumb. But think about it like this. For some, that could be a defining factor, right? That could be a defining factor for them to say, you know what, because the fact that the sun doesn't come straight into my windows, but it goes over my house and over the side of my house where I don't have as many windows for this house, I have plenty of sunlight coming in all day long, and it won't bother me. But those videos and the photos were altered with those moonlight, right? Be honest, how many people have seen those? How many people are using?
Paid for them.
You're right. We pay for them, right? I'm guilty. I'm guilty of it, right? I am guilty of it. And so now I started thinking back. I'm like, oh my God, like what if that person had gone off of just the photos instead of going to the house in person, or even noticing it, even if they went to the house in person beforehand, before even putting an offer in, they still would have gone off, initially gone off of the photos thinking that the sun sets at that time or in that position of the house. So this is the type of stuff that we have to think about, right? This is the type of stuff that we have to keep in mind when it comes to using AI. All right, but let's get into like a little bit of what I have as far as my real estate marketing stack, right? Kind of a simple system to use when you're marketing. All right, so this is kind of the think, create, speak, multiply stack. All right, so when I say that, so step one, we're talking about think, right? So generate ideas. So you start thinking about ideas. You start thinking about what it is that the message that you want to come across. What type of campaign is it that you want to produce for those that are out there? All right, what you can create video topics, content ideas, marketing angles, educational posts, and the list doesn't stop there. You can go into making blog posts. You can do newsletters. You can do series. You can do webinars. You can do, it's endless, right? So tools for that you can kind of use that I've used mainly is going to be ChatGPT, Google Gemini, and Claude. Step two, create, right? So turn the ideas into a marketing content. So once you have that idea, you turn it into actual marketing content. So you have it generated, and you can create scripts, you can create captions, you can create post concepts, campaign ideas. And tools for that, you can use ChatGPT, Nano Banana. There's countless ones. These are just ones that I've been talking about. Guy.
Josh, are these slides going to be available at the end, or do you take photos?
You know what? Just for you guys, I wasn't going to do it, but just for you guys, I will do it. Yeah. I'll put it out there. Aw, you're welcome. All right, step three. I'm just kidding. I was going to do it the whole time. Step three, speak. Speak, turn your ideas into video. And if you ever ask me, I come from a video background, videography, marketing background. That was my specialty. That was my passion when I first came in. That was my passion before I even got into real estate. So if you ask me what type of content you're going to create video, some sort of video content. All right, it doesn't have to be recorded video, doesn't have to be professional video. Just think video, putting your face in front of your people. All right, because just remember, those of you that are a little bit afraid of being on video, guess what? People already know the way you look. They already know the way you sound. If you were that worried about it, you wouldn't come out of your house, all right? You wouldn't go out in public. So get over it. All right, so tools for that, you can use HeyGen, which I'll show you a little bit of here in a little bit. Captions. Anybody who's used Captions? Not the like captions in a video, but the app called Captions. No? Oh, you guys got to check out Captions. Captions is an amazing app that is artificial intelligence that you can create videos utilizing yourself, but it can edit to where you can put a script on there, so you can do it all directly from your phone. You can be on your phone, you bring up the app, you upload your script, and you can talk into Captions while you're recording, and it gives you a teleprompter in the video. And not only that, but the video can also edit your eyes. So it doesn't look, because obviously when I'm looking at the camera, you can tell because I'm looking straight into it. But if I'm looking just a little bit down, right, you can obviously tell I'm reading. But the AI that it has will actually make your eyes come eye level to the camera. So awesome. And on top of that, of course, just like the name, it adds captions into your videos. Plus a lot more. Playing around with it, amazing tool. I absolutely love it, especially for those that are just beginning and doing like their videos. Get into it. It's amazing. And then CapCut. If you're a little bit more on the hands-on, you like to be more of a video editor, and you want to have like precise precision with what it is that you want to do, CapCut is an amazing tool. I use it every single day. And I came from like Final Cut Pro, like the industry professional type stuff. CapCut, I absolutely love. I use it on a daily basis now because of the fact that it's just so user-friendly and it stays updated with all new technology. Step 4. Multiply. This is the one I feel a lot of people kind of don't really think about as often, right? So having that one piece of content, that's great, right? You're gonna get in front of a lot of people, a lot of your following, a lot of people that know you, a lot of people that wanna hear from you. But what about turning that one idea into many pieces of content? So say for instance, you create a video, right? And you create a video about helping first-time VA buyers in the Little Rock area, right? Why not turn that into not only a blog post, but you can also turn it into a newsletter. You can turn that into a text message thread. You can turn that into multiple pieces of content for all different platforms that you're on. So what I mean by that, so platforms, obviously the platforms you need to be reaching is Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, email, and blog. These ones are really important just because of kind of what we'll get into it here in just a little bit when it comes to being AI optimized. And we'll talk about that here in a little bit. But create one piece of content and then tell it to multiply it into other different types of content for you so that you can automatically go in, obviously review, confirm, and revise, and then paste that right into your blogs, paste that right into your newsletters, and you can create it so it all comes out in that specific platform that you want it to be in, right? So what I do, my stack that I like to do is I usually go for social media first. That's kind of like my wheelhouse, and that's what I like to do. So I'll create a post for social media. So I'll usually go for a video. I'll create a script. I have an idea, I'll create a script, I'll create the video, and then from that script that I've already created through AI, I'll say, hey, you know what, let's go ahead and make this into a blog. Because now what I'm doing is not only am I creating content for my people, not only am I creating multiple forms of content, but I'm also making myself easier to find when it comes to being on the internet. I'm making myself easier to find when it comes to artificial intelligence, okay? And this is what we want. Not only do we have to worry about being SEO mindful, right? Meaning search engine optimization. You want to be able to be found on Google, on YouTube, on all these different platforms, but now we have to also add in AI. So the other day, a couple of months ago, I started realizing this, and I heard it from a big coach out of Tom Ferry. And there you go, right? Woo! A little bit, one in the back, I got you. So there's a fellow by the name of Jason Pantana. He is I love Jason Pantana. He's amazing. If you don't know him, follow him. It's spelled just how it sounds, Jason Pantana. And he's he started off as Tom Ferry's like marketing guru, and then now he's started his own thing still under Tom Ferry, but it's all artificial marketing, artificial intelligence, and knowing how to use artificial intelligence. So he kind of went all in on it. But point being, he talked about being optimized on AI and how to do that. And I started thinking to myself, I'm like, okay, so if people are starting to use this more often, maybe I should try and see. So I kind of did a test, right? And the big thing that stood out to me was that he said that 82% of buyers are using AI when it comes to making, choices for homes, choices for real estate agents, choices for areas, knowledge when it comes to the market. So we're dealing with a different type of clientele than we were 6 years ago, right? So not only are they more informed, but they're more prepared. Because of the fact that they can search the knowledge themselves without making themselves feel dumb, right? And the big statistic was 82% of those buyers are using AI to do their real estate research. 67% of those 82% are comfortable choosing their realtor from the AI, what AI recommends. And so I put it to the test. So I started the big thing was that he said was you got to pick your niche, right? You have to pick a niche when it comes to these. I'm not saying you have to have one niche, but if you want to be recognized for a specific niche, these are one of the ones that you can kind of go for. So my big niche was, I know most of my clientele is military, coming out of Little Rock Air Force Base. My wife's military. That's just, we have a lot of people all over the country, all over the world that we know, that we connect. After being in the military family for about 18 years now, we just have a lot of connections. So most of my clientele comes from that. So what I did, I started making content specifically for military families that are PCSing in and out of Little Rock Air Force Base. I also went ahead and when I made those pieces of content, I multiplied it. I started doing blogs. I started doing email newsletters. I started doing videos. So not only videos for Instagram, Facebook, also YouTube, right? TikTok. Started using all these platforms to start giving information to all of the military families that are out there that may be moving in and out of Little Rock Air Force Base. Just the other day, it kind of became like a second nature to me. So because I just kept doing it. But the other day I started thinking about it, and I was like, okay, well, what happens if I start searching who's the best realtor in the Cabot area, the best realtor that will help military families PCSing to Little Rock Air Force Base. And guess what popped up? I popped up. And I don't have the numbers like that. Don't get me wrong. You know, there's far other agents out there that are better than me. There are far other agents that have bigger numbers, have been doing this in the industry longer. But just the fact that I've been doing it for the past 6 months and trying to optimize myself for AI, and that I was able to go on there just yesterday. I can show you the picture. I took a picture of it because I couldn't believe it, right? You know? I was kind of that guy that was never number one in anything I did, you know what I mean? It was always runner up or even lower. So having that come up, it made me feel good. But it just shows you that the system works. It's proven now. But yeah, so don't forget about being able to multiply your content into different things. You've already created a piece of content. Now multiply it for other pieces of content for yourself so that you can be easily found, right? So obviously tools you can use for that. ChatGPT, CapCut, Suno. Anybody heard of Suno? No? So for those of you that like to make video, and have you ever made a video and you put on a piece of music that you thought would go perfect with it? Right? So you either recorded it on your phone or you recorded it through the computer, and then you kind of just, obviously there's copyrights, right? Yes. So what happens whenever you put that on social media? They don't post it, right? It mutes, right? No, they'll post it, but you won't hear a thing, right? So you're basically just there, you're there on video if you're doing a dance. No music or nothing. It's just you dancing looking like a fool, right? So Suno is an AI that can create absolutely original music for you just by a prompt.
Oh, wow.
So just by prompt, and and guess what? Guess how I use to create a prompt for Suno? ChatGPT. Did you know you can use ChatGPT to find out a better prompt for ChatGPT? You can utilize the exact tool, and you can ask it, hey, give me a better prompt to get a resolution like this, right? And I'm not going to go through prompts with you today just because you can find that anywhere. You can find that anywhere else. All right. So number one problem agents face. I don't know what to post. What do I post? What do you guys post about? I should be here. There's two major ones that I want to hear because everybody does it.
They usually say the market.
What?
The market.
Sold or new listings.
Sold and just listed. Everybody does it. It's okay. That's important to do. I'm not saying don't do those. That shouldn't be your only stuff that you're posting. What other type of stuff should you be posting?
Upcoming events.
What's that?
Upcoming events.
Upcoming events, right? Local community events.
Real life. Food, life. Events,
Food,
everything I do.
life.
Maintenance.
Community service.
Home maintenance, tips, right? Be careful with the home maintenance, though. Stay in your lane, unless you do have a background in that and a contracting license, by all means. But I know I'm not. So decorating, there you go. Yeah, absolutely. So make it fun for yourself, right? Give yourself a menu I always say give yourself a content menu. What do I mean by that? I mean, yes, you should have your just listed, your just solds, right? Your just under contracts. But you should also have your community events. You should also have your favorite places to go eat. You should also have your business highlight, the list can go on.
Places you walk your dog.
Places you walk your dog, yes. Your hobbies. I'm a big UFC fan. Any other UFC fans? Yes, finally, yes. Oh my, I already knew you were. It's hard to find us. We're not even, I can't even say it. We're like a penny a dollar. It's like a dime a dozen, right? A penny a dollar. I just made that up. Just go ahead and take that. But creating these posts that make you seem like a real person. That's the thing. Remember, humanizing yourself, right? The more those agents that are out there posting about just listed, just sold, just under contract, and that's all they post, it starts to become like a robot. We start getting desensitized by those posts because there's so many of them, right? Still important, but still you need to show your actual human self.
So that leads to a question. Should you have a personal page and a business page, or just one account?
Ooh, what do y'all think? The question was, should you have a personal page and a professional page, or just one account?
As long as you follow the guidelines.
Okay, well, I know everybody's got ideas on this. Let's, hold on.
I've recently heard that as long as you're staying with the guidelines, 0.21.
Okay.
It's too hard for your clients, everyone to keep up.
Okay.
And then you're gonna not post on one, and it's not gonna have the same following as your original page.
Okay, all right.
That's what I recently heard.
Yeah. I mean, it's a reasonable answer. It's a reasonable answer. Anybody else?
You just have more options on the professional page.
Okay.
The business page, professional page?
The professional business page, yeah.
I used to do both. I had a business page and a personal page, and it got real hard to keep up with both and engage, because that's where the algorithm really chimes in, is your engagement. Because you can post, like people think I'm on there all the time to post, but you gotta engage, and that's where it really keeps up. So I went to just the personal page, and I still have a Meta Business Suite and all this stuff on my personal page. I mean, I don't know if it really acts the same, but I just went to the one. I mean, because you got to post the personal and the business. I don't know the answer, but
Right.
I can't keep up with both. So I just do the personal page and I post all of it.
You gotta be careful what you post personal, though.
Oh, of course, absolutely,
We
100%.
live in a crazy world.
100%. But here, I'll give you a rebuttal on that, though, to be honest with you. If, say, do you have kids?
No,
No? Do you have like small family members or loved ones? Little loved ones?
no.
I mean, you don't care about anybody.
No
There's
kids.
no-
Kids.
Yeah. No, I mean, but like just someone that you care about. Like, yeah, little ones that you care about, right? Right. So I got this before was somebody was like, all right, but we'll have kids, and I don't want to share my kids on there. And I understand that. Obviously, kids. I have 2 girls, and I'm extremely protective of them. Extremely. I'm like dad gorilla, right? When it comes to them. Should have seen me when they were first born. Like people will rock, and we were in Japan, by the way, of all places. Love Japan. It's very safe, but nobody believes in boundaries. Nobody believes in personal space. So I would constantly be walking. That'd be me walking with my kids, right? But I promise I'll fix this. But my point being is that if somebody really wanted to know where you were, know where you work, know where you hang out, they could. And it doesn't have to be through social media. There's so many other ways for them to find out. There's 18-year-olds out there that can get into your bank account without even you knowing. It's scary to think about. I know. It's scary to think about. But if somebody really, and I'm only saying that not to say don't protect yourself. But what I'm saying is that don't live with the thought of you have to protect yourself so much that you put a wall up.
There are no secrets.
The's no secrets.
There are
aren't.
some people, though, who post things on social media that they really don't need to post.
Oh. Oh, yeah. Okay. That I agree with you 100%.
So you gotta be a little bit careful.
Yeah. So, I mean,
Common
I guess the big thing is, all right, you guys, for those of you that know me, you guys know I'm a sweater. So I got to bring my hanky with me. I travel with my hanky at all times. Thank you, buddy. But yes, 100%. I mean, yeah, you want to say don't. Well, I just saw something the other day. Let's practice not voicing our opinion when it's something that we have no professional recognition about. You know, you have no knowledge on it whatsoever. 100%. Yes, there's people out there just trolling. Those are trolls. That's all they do because that's all they have in life, right? So with that, I agree with you 100%. Absolutely.
People, you're on vacation while you're there.
Yeah.
Wait till you get home.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That I would say yes. That I would definitely say yes. I do that. I practice that. If I'm on vacation, you won't know until I get back. You know what I mean? So, Mommy, you had
I
something.
still have both. I'm sorry, back up. I still have both, but the reason I keep the business page is to boost advertising or boost posts for
Okay.
business purpose.
Yeah.
But mainly I post on the personal. I mean, did you choose one or the other?
So let me get Monica's thought on it as well too, and I'll tell you my thoughts on it.
I have both, so I took your AI thing last year, and I schedule out all my posts for the week, and then I share it on my personal page, because there are some things I put on my personal page that I don't want on a professional page.
100%,
So
yeah.
I try to keep those two separate. I have the same thing for my personal training and fitness page. So I have three that I keep up with.
Yeah.
But, yeah, there's just certain things that I don't want on my professional because it's not professional. But I'll put things on my realtor page that is personable, that still gives that human feel to it.
Yeah. And
then I share that on my personal page so that
Yeah.
everybody can see, everybody on my personal page can see all my professional, but professional, they don't see my personal.
Okay. Yeah. So my answer to that, right, would be it depends. It depends on how you use it, right? It depends on how you use it and where you have the most following and where you get the most engagement from, right? I've seen people that have a small personal page because they want to keep it very private as far as the personal side, but their professional pages are huge, having like hundreds of thousands of people that follow it. I've seen it the other way around where people, this is the most cases where people have, very low numbers on their professional page, but they have like thousands of followers and friends on their personal page. So it depends on how you use it. I personally have gone towards going the personal side. I put everything more on my personal side because that's where I have most of my people, especially my people that follow me from across the globe, because of my friends that I have in the military that are on the other side of the world. Those are on my personal page, so I tend to go that way. It all depends on how you use it. Is basically what I was going to say. There's no definitive answer. There's no right or wrong answer. It just depends on your case. It's case by case basis, what I would say. All right. But yeah, so getting back into it, I don't know what to post. AI can solve that as well too. All right. So example, now this is very vague. Don't go exact. This is not a real prompt. I just, for the sake of time. So example, generate 15 real estate video ideas in 15 minutes. Prompt example, give me 15 video ideas for homeowners thinking about selling in Central Arkansas that will solve their top 15 pain points. This is close to where I would start off with, right? And then if I were to start off with this and maybe not have any idea where to go next as far as what to add to the prompt, I would just end it off with, ask me questions before proceeding. Ask me questions before proceeding, and then answer those questions. It'll give you all the right questions that it needs to know to give you the outcome that you are desiring, right? So again, kind of going back to that multiplier. Multiplying those pieces of content. One piece of content can become 10 pieces of content. So it can become an Instagram reel. It can become a Facebook post. And the great thing about having a Facebook post and an Instagram reel, they basically can be the same exact thing. And you can do one and it can transfer over to the other because it's all under Meta. YouTube Shorts, this is one that's underutilized. Remember I was talking about creating a AI optimization for yourself? YouTube Shorts is the biggest source that AI uses to transcribe your information. more than your blogs, more than your Facebook posts, more than your Instagram Reels, YouTube is the biggest one. And it's the most underutilized. I'm not telling you to be a YouTube influencer. That's not what I'm telling you. But if you're already creating these pieces of content on your social media, just put it onto a professional, or not professional, but put it onto a YouTube channel. Create a YouTube channel that's just for a professional side of you, and put that on there as well. And then you can go back onto ChatGPT and say, hey, create me a YouTube description for this video that we just made the script for. Right? Because you're already making it do a post for you. You're already making it do a description for you for Instagram and for Facebook. Why not have it go to YouTube as well? I promise you that will be the differentiator. Is that a word? Okay, good. All right, English is my second language. But that could be the difference in what creates you, or turns you from being, somewhat known to being almost quote unquote viral or AI optimized. Blog posts, like I said before, don't sleep on these. This is a bunch of, these are so easy to create because as long as you are the one that is, again, revising everything, making sure that everything is ethical and legal, blog posts are one of the easiest things to put out because it goes straight to your website. Most CRMs have their own section in your CRM. BoldTrail I know does. We have a section in our CRM that goes straight to our website that will create a blog for us, or you can basically post a blog is what I'm saying. And then you have a collection of blogs. Then you use that blog to turn it into a newsletter. But having a blog is another great piece of information because then it basically becomes a website, okay? Email newsletter, just like we said before. And a carousel post, which kind of goes into like the Instagram reel, but it's a different type of post to put out there. All right, AI helps multiply content. And I put this in here because I think this is more me being on the video mindset is the first 3 seconds of a video always matter, right? So you want to have some sort of hook. Everybody's heard of the hook, right? Having that hook, it used to be the first 6 seconds, then it was first 5 seconds, then it was the first 3 seconds. I don't know what that says about us, but our attention span is that small now. So the first 3 seconds matter. So what you say or do in the first 3 seconds, it could be a visual hook, it could be auditory hook, whatever type of hook, something to draw people into what is it you're about to say. Does it have to be like, something, like you don't have to be a wild person to go ahead and start doing a dance or start doing something crazy. You don't have to like eat a bug to like then get somebody's attention. I'm not saying that. If you do, God help you. But you don't have to. To me, it's more important about what you're saying. But there's no wrong answer either. AI can help generate powerful opening hooks, just like we said. 3 mistakes sellers make in this market. That's a simple, easy one you've probably heard 100 times, but it works, right? How many times have you heard something like that? And it caught your attention, and you started saying, okay, well, what else are they going to say? Scroll stopping images. So images, you can use images to have somebody stop, especially if it's going to be a still image and you're not doing a video. Make something off of AI. There's plenty of tools out there right now. Anybody heard Nano Banana? I know it's a weird name, and guess what the logo is?
A banana.
A banana, there you go. Real original, right? But scroll stopping images can also help you as well. So it doesn't have to be just video, it doesn't have to be visual, or it doesn't have to be auditory, whatever it is. You can also use scroll stopping images to be able to get people's attention. So visual content grabs attention. AI tools like Nano Banana and Artlist, which Nano Banana is within Artlist now. It's specifically within it. Check it out, play around with it. It's actually extremely, extremely cool. I'll show you a couple things that we've done here shortly. So visuals that stop the scroll. So this is a little video I made on Nano Banana.
Whoa, I can actually fly.
I love the hi at the end. I don't know why I did that, but I just did a quick 2-sentence prompt and it created that for me, a 10-second video. Now I do have the paid version for it because I love tools like this, and I'm sure my wife is gonna see the bill and say, why do we have another one? I have the other dozen that I have. She's gonna start finding these one by one in our bank account, and I'm gonna be like, oh no, I've had that one for a while, but that's the sixth one. yeah, it's fine. She won't know about the other 6 yet. It's okay. But yeah, so a quick little example, a little fun video. Have fun with it. Play around with it, because that's usually how we start having. We have to go back to like that mindset of being a kid, right? As a kid, how did most of our teachers make us learn? Not just by digging it into our brains, but a lot of those good ones, the ones that we still remember, are the ones that made it fun, right? Have fun with it first. Play around with it. Doesn't have to be all professional at first. Joke around with it. Do something personal, like if you want to use ChatGPT to give yourself a workout plan, a meal plan, a vacation itinerary. Things like that. Have fun with it first, which I'm sure most people are using. If you are already using it for that, let's go to the next step and use it to make you some money, right? Come on. Yep, hang on. There we go, okay. So, AI video creation, right? So tools like HeyGen is one that you can utilize to make educational videos. You can make relocation guides, explainer content, all by using yourself or a fake avatar. You can literally create a video just by inputting a script, and you speak into a camera for 15 seconds, and it'll give you a script of what to say. Then it uses that generation of your video and creates a whole AI for yourself. That AI you can end up creating a whole script for, and then having that AI of yourself say that script without you actually having to say it. Then you can also utilize it, and if you want to use other AIs, some fictitious AIs that are out there that they offer, like different templates, those ones you can also use to create videos as well. Another little video.
That one's not you?
It's not me.
Oh, yeah, no.
Mistake number 1, pricing off emotions. Like I feel like it's worth, or my neighbor sold for, or the Zestimate told you something at 2 a.m. Mistake number 2, ignoring condition. 2 homes can be the same size on the same street and still be in totally different price lanes because buyers don't pay for square footage, they pay for how it shows. Mistake number 3, and the one that hurts the most, thinking you can test the market. Your listing gets the most attention in the first week or 2. If the price is off, buyers scroll past, and then you end up doing reductions later, which makes people wonder what's wrong. Here's how to avoid all 3. Price based on real comps, matched to condition, and backed by a clear plan for photos, showings, and timing. All right, so that was just a sample. I know it's kind of delayed because it's on Bluetooth, so it's a little bit delayed, but if you actually watch the actual video, it lines up, the audio lines up a little bit better. Now, of course, it's not perfect, but made this in 5 minutes, right? Use ChatGPT to create a script. I told it what I wanted to talk about and the problems the pain points that these sellers are having and solutions for those, right? And then create a video or create a script for a video that I can put in HeyGen. Took that script, made sure it was right. I revised a little bit what I needed, put it into HeyGen. HeyGen did the rest. Created in about 5 minutes. So imagine the things that you can use if you utilize it and you actually put forth some effort, right? I think I gotta do it again. So so this is AI. This is not me, by the way.
That's your AI.
That's my AI avatar speaking for me.
Oh, I didn't pay attention.
All right. So here's another example.
Hi, I'm an AI avatar, and I want to show you one practical way AI can support your real estate marketing. Not every realtor feels comfortable on camera, and that's okay. Some agents are just getting started. Some do not love recording themselves.
All right, so we don't have to go through the entire video, but that gives you an idea. Again, that's.
And others simply want more variety in their content.
Oh, that's another
AI
AI.
avatars can help. Tools like this
Hey now.
allow you to create professional video content without having to film.
There we go. She's taking over, right? So that just kind of gives you an idea, all right? So again, if you don't want to be personally on there, you can have another avatar do it for you. If you want to just do it for variety, right? Have a variety of things. I utilize both. So I'll utilize one as obviously as an example, but I'll also use the AI avatar whenever I'm doing classes. And I'll put those onto my presentation as well about the topic that we're speaking about to kind of break up the monotony a little bit, all right? You know, I have a great voice, but I know not everybody loves it, you know? That was a joke, by the way. I hate my voice. Thank you. Thank you, Daniel. All right. So yeah, I hate my voice, by the way. We all hate our voices. Let's just be honest, okay? I was like, no, I like mine. I'm good. All right. So captions increase watch time. So utilizing captions, 85% of people watch their videos with the sound off, if you can believe it. All right. How many times have you been in the bathroom? You don't want people hearing what you're watching outside the door, you know, and then you laughing while you're taking a number 2, right? So let's be honest. We've all done it. All right, so custom music for videos using Suno. Suno is another one of those tools that you can utilize to go ahead and create some audio for yourself so you don't have to worry about the copyright issues. There are free versions of all these, right? Or for most of them, but it's not gonna be as great as the ones that you pay for. Most of them are $20. I think the highest one I have is $30 a month.
I was just about to ask, what's the debt load for your stack?
I just did my taxes. I'll tell you later.
Okay.
It was higher than I thought. Let's just say that. Let's just say that. All right. So what AI actually solves, right? So problem number 1, I don't know what to post. It can give you a solution to give you something to post. All right. I don't have time to create content. What used to take us, 2 hours, 3 hours, maybe even a whole day, now can take us maybe 30, 45 minutes to create. I struggle to stay consistent. This is key, right? So all of these tools that we've said, all of these things that make things easier for yourself, for your marketing, for your strategy, will be worth nothing if you don't have strategy or if you don't have a structure, right? Systems and processes. If you can have that first, and take it from me because I did it the opposite way, and I wish I learned earlier, but having the systems and processes to be able to then utilize these tools will make it so much easier later on, right? Scheduling it out throughout the week. If on Mondays, every other Tuesday we have a sales meeting. Every other Thursday we have a training session. Every Monday we have a Monday morning wake up meeting, right? Start scheduling that into your schedule. So every week on Wednesday, that is marketing, that's your content creation, all right? Utilizing systems will make all this possible, all right? I know we're running out of time, I apologize. AI does not replace your creativity though. Remember, it can learn from you, which is one thing that I do love about ChatGPT and most those generative AIs. It can learn from you as far as what is it you like, because it wants to impress you. It wants to give you what you want. But you can't always have the yes man either. You got to make sure that ChatGPT also learns that you want it to push you a little bit. You want it to push you out of your comfort box every once in a while. And tell it that directly just like that. And it will do so, right? But it does so because you asked it to. So let's keep in mind that no matter what, AI is not going to replace you. AI is not going to replace your creativity. So it still needs you as the puppeteer, per se, to be able to create these works of magic. All right, so what should you do next? Pick one tool. Pick one tool, maybe, it doesn't have to be the tools that we went over today. Pick one tool and start utilizing that. Use it constantly. I'm talking about, let's say 30 minutes a day. How many of us can give up 30 minutes a day? Let's be honest. A lot of us, we end up scrolling on social media. A lot of us end up, watching our favorite shows. We might do a little something else, maybe just waste time for 30 minutes. I think 30 minutes a day is not that harsh to utilize a tool so that you can know how to use it better. And I promise you, in 3 weeks, you'll be quite proficient. You'll be way further along than those people that are just starting. I promise you that. all right? And then add more tools as you grow. So that's when you start stacking them, right? Like I said at the beginning, get that one tool, get good with it, get comfortable with it, and then go on to the next one so you can actually stack that and make that job even easier. It's all these tools are taking on another job that you do not like to do or that you find that are not money-making activities. This is all to give you time back. All of this is to give you time back. Not time back, I mean, it could be for whatever you want. It could be to be with your family. It could be to have more time to go travel. It could be to have more time to network. It could be more time to grow your business. Whatever it is that you need more time for to make you, to bring you to that next level, this is what it'll provide. You have to make the option. You have to make the decision of what it is that you want it to be, though. So, start simple. Like I said, ChatGPT, most of you guys are already using it. Let's go ahead and keep going with that. Captions, another cool tool for those that want to get into video and don't want to have to do all the editing and the production yourself. Go into Captions. It'll do everything for you. And then Nano Banana, go on there and just have some fun first. I promise you, it's pretty cool. Has anybody used Nano Banana yet? Lucas? It's fun. It's fun. All right, and a final reminder, always remember, what? Verify, verify, verify. Verify, confirm, and revise every single time. It's still a tool that's representative of you. The AI is not licensed. You are. You are the professional. Your agents are the professionals. A couple of tools that we've gone over today, obviously ChatGPT, it kind of blacked out. I mean, the logo's black, so you can't really see it. Nano Banana, that's the logo, one of the most recent logos, but like I said, go to Atlas. Google Gemini, we didn't really talk about that one, but that's another really big one, especially for those that already have Google, a Google business account. Google Gemini is already attached to yours. Utilize it. This is the HeyGen logo, the Suno logo. Captions, I don't know why it kind of came out there, but, or CapCut is also black, that's why. And then Captions. Like I said, I'll get this this slide to you guys here this afternoon. All right, again, AI will now replace realtors. Realtors using AI will win. So just always remember that. So what tool are you all going to be using as soon as you get out of here? What new tool? Let's say a new tool or a tool that you want to keep exploring.
HeyGen.
Captions, HeyGen, okay. Suno, all right. Yeah, all of those are great. Have fun with it, explore. And if you guys want to get in contact with me, that's where it is. I apologize, I know I went over time, but thank you all so much for having me here. I really appreciate it. AI is something that has become a passion of mine, and now that I can combine it with my other passion of marketing, it's been absolutely revolutionary for me. And the more I get opportunities like this to talk in front of you guys, the better. So please allow me to do so. And we do, like I said, we have a AICE, sorry, shameless plug, AICE and also Marketing CE. So if you guys want those, just let me know. But yes, I appreciate you guys. Thank you all so much.